these horrible social ills for society, and your thing is like, but men need to be able to fucking goon and coom and fap, and it's like, they still can, fatty. Even under my system, where we outlaw all porn, men can still fucking spank their fucking wank, bro.
Is because the genie is out of the bottle. You could be drinking Sunny Delight every time I watch your streams. You know what you're drinking? Alcohol, because it's better. The genie is not going back to drinking Sunny Delight.
Yes, it will. Yeah, in fact, we will outlaw porn. You will watch. Yeah, watch, fucker. We're gonna outlaw it. Watch.
Let me finish.
Watch the genie get stuff right back in the bottle. You fuck. Watch us do it.
Let me finish. You literally was bragging about being drunk on a debate, and you still won. I saw a comment that you did a couple of days ago. It's an old video. You drink alcohol because water and juice is not making it for you anymore. Now that you tasted the real thing, you are going to go ahead and drink and drink and drink. Once these people experience porn, OnlyFans, and all these things, it's very difficult to go back to magazines. But the question for you, sir, is this. Would you rather a man stay on a marriage and do his duty, his societal duty, and stay on a marriage that has no sex while he faps? Or, and you can sidetrack this, go outside, ask for a divorce, and become a bachelor and do what bachelors do. What you rather have, sir, as a society?
Okay, so this dialectical question, I'll answer it with a direct yes or no, but I am going to give you the caveat first that you're just asking me, would you rather drink rat poison or would you rather drink fucking dog poison? And it's like, when neither thing needs to be drunk. So I'll answer the question directly. Yeah, I think that if all that's happening in the marriage is he's fapping sometimes, and it's the case, and this false dialectic. So I'll just go ahead and bite the bullet. It doesn't hurt my position. Hang on. Fatty, it doesn't hurt my position at all, and here's why. This fucking guy can still fap. Even if we outlaw all the fucking porn, we can fap. And if you were to say to me, but Andrew, what about the beer? You drank the beer because you tasted the nectar of life. And after you tasted that nectar of life, you could never go back to your Sunny Delight, motherfucker. It's like, maybe, but if this was the focus, which was ruining my marriage or a coping mechanism because my marriage was bad, me using this as a cope would be exactly that, a fucking cope. Just like fapping to porn is a fucking cope.
And you literally move the goalposts. People are recurring to porn because they don't have affection in real life. They are not going to, they don't go to porn and then they can experience affection. Most of these people that are medicating themselves with porn, they don't have an outlet. They don't have a woman next to them to actually fuck them. And even if a woman is there, is not meeting their needs. I never heard a man that got sucked off so well by a woman that says, you know what? Oh my God, I need to go and watch me again.
You want artificial affection? Is this what you want?
I want to, hold on. I want to open the floor to Flo and Marte. At least
I would like to just finish this last exchange because I got to go. I got to go cover some riots. So, Fatty, here's the thing that's so funny about this, and it just cracks me up that this is your position because it makes no sense. They can still fap. You would have to answer to this. Why is it that societies, pre-corn, right, the men who were sexually frustrated, unmarried in those societies, absent corn, why weren't they just ripping the fucking walls down, tearing people to pieces, and fucking ripping their throats out, Fatty? Why?
Because they had other outlets that we are on the safe.
So there's other alternatives, Fatty. Oh my God, what are the other alternatives, Fatty?
That's not a got you moment.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, nothing's a got you moment, even though I keep getting you.
Marriages are literally going down the drain because people just have more options. Now they are not settling with only water. Now they can get Sunny Delight. They can get beer. They can get vodka.
You're not answering my question.
For everything. No, I actually answered.
Yeah, no, you're not answering my question. What were the things that these interests, these things they could move towards that was preventing them from just tearing down the walls and fucking ravaging all the women, ripping everyone's throat out? There was no corn, and they weren't having sex with anybody, nobody. What were these outlets, Fatty? What were they?
I can answer that. They were outside. They were climbing trees. They were swimming. They were doing a bunch of things that is not the regular day-to-day life of the regular person. Now,
and I concede. Hang on, Fatty. I'll just say this last word before I go.
1 second, please.
I can't. I got to leave. So I'm just going to concede your point, and then I'm going to book out of here. You're absolutely right. I will give the prescription that men should be out climbing trees and swimming in pools and climbing mountains instead of fapping. Great point, Fatty. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. I really appreciate it. Got to get to the riots. You're a fucking idiot. Have a wonderful night.